Just quickly on Chalobah and Gallagher. Do you see potentially in future that them being Chelsea's level, being Champions League level, or are we going to see sort of probably a similar situation to Ugbo where they've done well, but perhaps not well enough to oust the players in their positions at sort of the base of midfield?
Well, I think Conor Gallagher potentially could be. Well, actually, I think there's a very good chance of him being
Mm,
a Chelsea player in the long term. I don't think he'll be a starter. I'm not sure if he has the individual quality for that, but he's a player who's very comfortable at all three of 6, 8, and 10. So he can play any
mm.
midfield role. He can play out wide. He's a manager's dream. He's a bit like Mason Mount in that sense. He's very tactically aware. He does the basics brilliantly. He never wastes time on the ball, never takes extra touches. His passing is very crisp and sort of refined, and he's got very good technical ability to go on top of that as well. So I think he's kind of your dream, I guess, 23rd man in an international squad or squad player in the Premier League. So I think, if he wants to be a starter, maybe he won't be playing at Chelsea level, or at least not for a few years. But I think, even this summer or maybe next summer, he can come back to Chelsea and play a good 1,000, 2,000 minutes in a season.
Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with you there on Gallagher because seeing him at Charlton, he was in a reasonably rudimentary championship team at that time under Lee Bowyer. He was that real spark of quality, and as you were saying, his ability to dig in, to tuck in as a bit of a six. When Charlton were really under the cosh was impressive, but then his ability to sort of break forward and really add goals at the other end of the pitch was really good. And then obviously at Swansea, he turned into very much a creative force. And this season in the Premier League has obviously been a huge education for him at West Brom. So yeah, I think he's very much on an upward trajectory.
The other thing to say about him is more about kind of how he is as a person and his mentality. He spent 6 months in a team in the bottom half of the championship. He spent 6 months in a team in the top half of the championship, and he went straight to Premier League. And he's being awarded Man of the Match awards in the Premier League, proving that he can be the best player on the pitch in Premier League games. And he's done that all in the space of kind of 18 months. And if he can develop that far in 18 months, then you never know what the future might hold.
Well, exactly, and he's just such an energy man as well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw him described. I can't remember who it was, but it was following the England game. I think it was sort of a backhanded compliment in that sense, but I'm very much using it as a compliment because he just has that ceaseless, boundless energy that just keeps him going, keeps him running through games. He's constantly when he's off the ball, he's constantly at the opposition's heels. When he's on it, he's constantly looking to make those passes. There's no fat to his game. It's very much cut and dry. I'm
Yeah.
going to do this, that, bish bash bosh. This is how it's going to be done. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Gallagher. So yeah, it's nice to sort of see that my own opinion, or rather my own hopes, have been validated by yourself there. That potentially he could be sort of a Chelsea player in future.